Hello there. It's the weekly recap. I'm alone. There ain't no one here beside me. All that song, all that jazz. Electric said she was gonna be here, and then she messaged me that she was totally kidding, and that I can't read sarcasm during text. Great fun. The boys can't decide when they're gonna meet, and so who needs them? Who needs them? This is the weekly recap show. I don't need to introduce it because you've all watched it anyway. Haha. What happened last week? Last week we had Seph, Brink, Confused, Snowman, Splatty, Lily, and Lophus and Kid. We did have a disqualification of, I know all about it because I'm the host. Good fun. Brink didn't show up like a total of 3 times. And then on rescheduling the 4th, he just couldn't make ends meet. And I'm like, no. That's enough. So Seph was given that win. But look, let's be real here. Did it change an outcome? Who knows? Who knows? Maybe. Confused beats Snowman 2-0. That was number 1 versus number 20. Splatty beats Lily, which was number 4 versus number 14. And in the biggest upset, like statistical upset, of the entire finals, number 22 has beaten number 2. Lophus has beaten Kid. There is, by the way, this is a little bit of a spoilers if you haven't seen a certain match versus Splatty and Lophus. Please, by the way, skip like 60 seconds now. It's impossible to beat that number now. Because 22's no longer involved, and so the only way we'll get close is... I don't even know if we can get close physically anymore. That is that. The set of the week for last week, none of you submitted anything. I'm so disappointed in all of you. None of you submitted a single thing. None of you submitted anything, and so I went through and I looked for them instead. Yep. Submit stuff. Alright. It was between this and the Lophus's Colossal that didn't blow up. And it was only going to be the Colossal that didn't blow up because it didn't blow up, but it's... Being in that chat, I think Electric has the clip of it where everyone in chat just went, Terra normal, it's gonna blow up, and then it just didn't. I'm like, aww. But instead we have this. It's Splatty's Sableye. And I wish I had like glasses or something nearby to do something cool, but give me a second. Nope, can't find anything. It's not there. I was gonna go get glasses and pretend to be sort of Disco Stew again. Look, are you tired of losing to Imprisoned Trick Room? Worried about Terra Fairy Dazzling Gleam on a Spathra? Do you want to stop those pesky Hydreigans from clicking Dark Pulse? Well, look no further than Imprisoned Sableye for the small price of your soul, because Splatty doesn't have one. You too can be free from all of these issues. This is insane. He went, alright, cool. These are the things I lose to. So I'm gonna imprison the Imprison. I'll imprison the Dazzling Gleam. Dark Pulse stops. And I think he said that, like, Snarl was either gonna be Protect, so that when Sableye was on the field, nothing could Protect in front of him. But then, like, his whole team was special, or something like that. But his whole team wasn't special, because he had Persimmon. So who knows why he chose Snarl and not Protect. He's a psychopath. Set of the week. What's happening this week? This is going to be a very quick video, because there's usually a lot of banter, and there ain't no banter in it, just me. This week we have the winners come back for a week, which is great fun. They're back from... You know, they only play fortnightly, and this is the fortnight. I've just realized what I'm gonna do in editing there. Cooper and KD 8 and 5, and then Keegachu and ZXC 10 and 11. It's nuts to me that our winners bracket is 5, 8, 10, and 11. Wow, that's awesome. We all very, by the way, we very almost, I'm just going to go back If Kid wins here, this is 3-1-4-2. It would be the greatest loser's seed of all time. But Lofus is a god, and so there he is. We have already seen one of these matches. Again, I won't spoil it if you haven't seen it. This is this, and so I'm doing predictions. Look at me go. Cooperhawk 10 versus KD. This is 8-5. You can see all the stuff here. Just so people are aware, I haven't looked at these at all. So this is literally just, when I look at them, what do I see? In terms of speed control, it depends. Does Jolteon get Electro Web? It does not. It does not get Electro Web. And so I say that speed control 100% goes to the side of KD here. Like, does Cooper have Tailwind? I don't think anything on that team gets Tailwind even. Yeah, but Cooper's always had a problem with speed control anyway. If I'm looking for type issues, that your Dragon type's Cloak, your Ice type doesn't exist. K9. Okay, this I think will be a matchup between Arcanine and Florges. That's honestly where I see this fight being win or loss for either of these two. Who am I gonna pick in this? You know what? Give me Cooper. Just for the way he, like, absolutely dismantled Kid. And for, like... Yeah, honestly, just off of that. Like, I think that in terms of player skill, we're even. In terms of teams, we're pretty damn even as well. Flying Poison, Ice... No... Fighting Ground... Crocodile from KD's side, by the way, could also come into play here. Like a Moxie, not even a Scarf set, but a Moxie set here could be kind of cool to see. But, so yeah, if I'm saying that, like, they're about even, I have to go based on, like, based on their resume of who they've beaten, and Cooper's, I think, beaten more impressive people. I'm taking Cooper. Move on to Keegachu ZXC. This is going to be an interesting one. 10 and 11 is awesome. In terms of speed control, it's like... I think that... Well, it's like... Keegachu is the better means of speed control. ZXC is the better means of disruption. Like, you've got Intimidate, Tailwind on Masquerain there, and you've got Sableye, who just exists. And, like, disruption as well from the Seph on Sneasel with Colossal. So, like, that's an issue you've got to deal with. But then Keegachu's got the Icy Wind. He's got the Tailwind. On 1, 2, like, 3 things there have Tailwind. He's got, you know, the Commander boost. He's got, I'm fairly certain Toxtricity gets Electro Web, but I don't think you want to click it, like, ever. I know Gardevoir gets Icy Wind. All these things. So speed control, I think, is honestly about even. In terms of who has what. Okay. Oh, wow. Ooh. Okay, and then... Okay, I think this is going to be Keegachu stops Colossal. And that's going to be, like, the end of this. Obviously, it should be mentioned that ZXC has won basically... I think it is. It's not basically. It's every single match he's played. He has won it through finals, being with that Cerulege. Either with Bulk Up, Terra Grass, or I think once it was, like, Scarf or Bandit or something like that. Cerulege has always been, like, the key here. And a Grass Terra defensively isn't awful against Keegachu. Like, especially if, like, against Dongiri. Grass Terra's not horrible. But then I look at Keegachu's side and I'm like, okay, ZXC has to deal with Dongiri. He's got to deal with like a scarf toxicity. He's also got to deal with the potential of a scarf Gothitelle. He's got to deal with a Mence. He's got to deal with a Palisand. He's got to deal with a Lycanroc. He's got to, like I said, he's got to deal with the Gardevoir. The Weavile can come for speed control. He's got to deal, like, the Jumpluff can come because it has Tailwind and Sleep Powder. It is biased, but it's also based on stuffs. This is Keegachu. Keegachu gets this done, which means in my mind we'll have a Keegachu Koopa Hawk 10 as your winners finals. And given those two have both been around since season 1, that'll be awesome. That'll be awesome. I will move in to this match. Seph versus Confused. It's 1v3. This is awesome. I cannot wait for this. I don't know when it is. It might be now. It might be happening as I speak because I have streamer mode on, so I don't get notifications. In terms of speed control, does Jigglypuff still get... It doesn't matter if Jigglypuff still gets after you, because that would require Seph to set Trick Room anyway. And I think Seph just wants to set Tailwind. Speed control for me goes really heavily to the side of Seph. But again, Confused went undefeated. It's like super similar to Koopa. Like, Confused went undefeated with that level of speed control. It's like, he's used to it. Looking at who's weak to what. Seph doesn't love an offensive Grimmsnarl, but then Confused doesn't like using it, so there goes that. Confused doesn't have a ground type, nor a rock type. Oy, this might get bad. Salazzle is good. Salazzle's really good. Salazzle's really, really good, actually. Noivern does some work, for sure. Hatchrin also does some work if Confused wants to go for the slow route. If Seph wants to go for the slow route, sorry. I think this is Seph. In part because Kid isn't here and I have to honor Kid's wish of you never pick Pawmot. But I think this is Seph's game. And that'll lead to super interesting losers. That would lead to, spoilers here again, please skip like 60 seconds. Seph would play the loser of so it'd be Seph ZXC and it would be Splatty KD. Splatty KD is the grossest match I've ever heard of in my life. Splatty KD is insane. That's cool. Alright. Next week, it's the awards ceremony, I think. Please, for the love of God, literally message any of us. Literally, message us, please, I'm begging you. Just message one of us. Just pick one of us and message us with an award you'd like to see presented. One of us, by the way, meaning me, Seph, Kid, and Elventista. I didn't forget their names. Shh. I will go through the old awards ceremony and look what I used to do. I used to say, like, who was the luckiest player, who was the unluckiest player, who had the best tech of all season, and I think that'll be, like, they'll look through all their, like, their winners of, set of the week and go, hey, who's the best we've had so far? There's an award. Best streamer / best recorder will still be there. Who's the nicest person in general chat? Who's the biggest underdog? Who, all that sort of stuff. I know they're doing whose video was the best, and if I don't win that for putting on an oversized suit and dancing for 50 minutes, I'm throwing hands. That is that, but message me if you have any other ideas, or one of them, please just message someone. Again, none of you submitted anything. Oh no. Go away. Amen. Oh, jeez. There we go. I'll leave that in. It fits the vibe. Good luck, have fun, and don't lose. Haha. Peace.